in some cases, you know, people are just worried about racking up the big frag counts, but that's really only half the battle.
Yeah, I know that also these shorter weapon respawn times, you know, there's a lot more people with weapons, which I think is going to lead to, you know, currently having a lot higher scores. So I'm curious to see, you know, how the scores change when the pro settings start getting used more. That's 30-second respawn. I mean, that's a big difference.
Well, then we were talking about this earlier about how that will also force teams to be a bit more careful and defensive of weapon spawn positions. We're not going to see just sort of the typical, oh, okay, well, I'll be able to get this weapon anytime I spawn. So you know, we're actually going to start seeing teams covering things like the rail or covering things like the rocket spawn because they want to outfit their teams in the best way possible. And right now, it's not even an issue.
Yeah, and I think, like, definitely with the ability, you know, to drop weapons now, that's definitely going to be a big, definitely going to change the way the strategy works. Before in Quake 3, you know, you couldn't drop your weapons. That's something that's new to Quake Live.
So we're waiting on F3s from most of the team. We might have a
this
little
map.
bit of go ahead.
This is one of the rare dual power maps, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got a.
And I believe most people would favor the battle suit. As my phone goes off right while I'm talking.
That's all right. Yeah, the battle suit is pretty sweet. For those that don't know, basically splash damage doesn't hurt you when you're using it.
Yeah, a lot of teams will actually favor that over the quad.
Well, and it is sort of the anti-quad in a lot of ways. Because you can take a direct quad rocket with that suit on and survive. Or maybe not direct quad rocket, you know what I mean. So I want to say thank you to everyone for tuning in. We're hoping to see the second half of this Itemize and Nightmare matchup. We're listening to Three Scotsmen and a TDM from QuakeLive.tv. And we saw the first map on Campground Redux go handedly to Itemize, but I think that was Itemize's pick. And so now we're going to take a look at Nightmare's choice. And they will see what they can do to try to even the score.
And definitely thanks for hanging around with us. We had some problems earlier with Quake Live going down. We weren't sure, you know, what the time frame of that was going to be or how that was going to affect the way tonight's matches went. But, you know, props to ID for getting their updates done early and allowing us to start on time.
And throughout the rest of the night, we're just going to have normal King of the Hill, but it's going to be, we've got an all-star lineup worked out. So we should be seeing some really high-quality dueling action on Blood Run. Okay, we have gone live, and we're seeing. Well, let's see who got armor and whatnot here. We've got Waz starting off. He's got an RL and the 50 armor. And right now we're just seeing the teams haven't really decided on what areas they want to cover yet. I'm seeing Itemize start to congregate just a little bit near the red area. Oh, initial quad gets picked up. See if I can get over to it. I'm not gonna get there in time, am I? Alright, there it is. Good lord, Chief. Elemental hiding, trying to get a shot there on the quad carrier. And it's Chief getting a couple of frags here. Get another one. And he's going to back off with 54 health. He's going to stack himself back up. Gets TK'd. Whoops. Clown gets a little trigger happy with that battle suit.
Yeah, Clown actually had a really good rail on Fake ID to deny Fake ID that battle suit.
You know, I'm thinking I'm gonna start calling the battle suit the condom, because if you look at it, you know, it really does just look like he's wearing a Trojan. Like full body.
I'm actually fighting calling it the power armor. I don't know why I keep wanting to call it that.
Well, I was calling it the bio suit last night. I was having a little channeling of Doom 1 nomenclature. I'm old. It's okay.
Yeah. I was playing a little too much Fallout 3 the other night, so for some reason I want to keep calling it power armor.
Yeah, I think people get the idea. Honestly, we should just probably call it like shield or something. Because, like, battle suit's really long to say.
You could always call it the BS.
Yeah, I still like condom. Or Trojan. Something like that. Okay, so let's see what we can see. Looks like we got a congregation around quad. We've got Itemize starting to take control of it, and it's picked up there by Waz. Waz doesn't have a whole lot of health though. 37 health, no armor. He's coming through the map. He's gonna be able to grab himself a little bit of armor, a little bit of health. The battlesuit's been picked up by Clown. He's got a railgun and pulls down Waz with a great rail shot. Shuts down that quad, and he's gonna go up against Elemental. That battlesuit keeping him alive. In addition to eating up splash damage, what's the damage reduction quotient on it? Do you remember the math on it?
I don't remember the math on it, but it's quite a bit, quite significant.
Yeah. So really the best ways to pull it down are any weapons that don't do any splash damage. So you know. Although I guess I haven't really tested this. The rail wouldn't be that effective against it anymore, given the rail's reduced veracity, right? I mean, like it's just not quite as powerful anymore. So,
Yeah, agreed. With the 20 damage reduction to the rail, it's definitely not as potent to take down that battlesuit.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about that because this really isn't a map that I personally like to play, so I haven't really considered all the implications of this battlesuit. That being said, if we take a look at the frag count here, we're seeing Itemize behind by 9 frags. Something that can easily be turned around with a nice quad run, but so far a nice lead for Nightmares.
Yeah, we're seeing Nightmares TDM experience here coming in.
Yeah, Waz waiting at quad and shutting down the poor bastard that was going to try to come up the jump pad. Eats a rocket, hops back up. He's really going to need a bit of armor before he tries to make a push here on the lower areas of the map. He pulls down Carabas with a shot. He's going to go after Chief. We got that battlesuit picked up by All Mental. And he's sitting at 100 health and 20 armor. And that gap has been closed, ladies and gentlemen, to 3 frags. At this point, Itemize starting to catch up. Again, 3 frags separate him, and we've got All Mental making use of that battlesuit. Can't quite put together a kill on his current prey. He finally pulls down Flame. Flame went up a little bit too strong to get down Carabas. The last tick of that battlesuit is going after Chief. Pulls down Chief. So we see a nice run there by All Mental in that battlesuit, and that has given his team the lead.
Yeah, great. I mean, they picked up both power-ups there. Both power-ups, and, you know, you can see how quickly that swung the momentum. Right back into ID's favor now.
So I'm looking at, yeah, it looks like Raul and All Mental are working together here. Raul waited for All Mental to get armor, and they moved as a team, and it paid off because they just pulled apart Carabas. They got a 3-man strong hold on the quad area.